Huh?
You two not having any respect for women.
Oh, fuck. It's fucking...
You know, I need to make a quitting joke, but it's gonna happen now.
Right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Intercontinental Ballistic Nerds podcast.
No countdown?
Episode 10. I am the host, Christopher Barwix, accompanied with the other hosts, Braden and Max.
Hello.
I don't
It's
exist.
us again. We're back.
After 2 weeks, although not 2 weeks for you guys.
Yeah,
you guys
it's been
are
1
fucking
week
dudes.
for you guys, but 2 weeks for us. We are back on the regular grind of recording episodes, and
Unfortunately.
Well, we say that, but then Christmas is coming up, and Chris is going to the land of Wales.
We'll have to just preemptively record some.
We're gonna have to record 3 or something. Oh no, I'm only away for a week or 2, but we'll work around.
We can sort it out. We'll timetable it and we'll make sure we
you guys won't
get you the content that you love.
You guys won't notice that anything has happened. We are going to be just fine. But anyway, friends. So
It feels weird that he hasn't done a countdown.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I wasn't prepared.
I wasn't ready.
You know this thing we do?
Can you
Yeah, I
do-
wasn't prepared for it.
Do the countdown. We'll just have some moments of silence.
Yeah.
Just so
Alright.
we're back in it. All right, there we go.
Right, yeah, there you
Right,
go.
okay,
Okay, cool.
We got the countdown.
Yeah, we got the
we're,
countdown.
We're recording properly
Are
now.
we ready? We're in the podcast mind space.
Yeah.
I'm always in the podcast mind, so you always got to get ready to hit them with that epic
In
content.
case someone comes up, tune it up. We're recording a podcast. Go!
Yeah, I've always got to be in that podcast mood. Always ready to plug.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared and ready.
Speaking of plugging, Chris has an album coming out.
I do indeed. I've got an
Speaking of plugging, Braden, what are you doing this afternoon?
yeah, I've got an album that's coming out on December the 13th. This episode's coming out tomorrow, which is December the 9th.
Yes, because it's a day before the next Hearthstone set comes out.
Right.
And for him, it'll be Destiny 2's new
the-
season.
Right, yeah.
The new season of Destiny. Well, and Hearthstone as well, because I've been playing
Right, yeah.
Hearthstone
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
true, yeah.
But yeah, Destiny 2's Season of Dawn.
So yeah, I've got an album coming out.
Well, that's
It's
quite
called
good.
The Beginning. There's 10 tracks on it and features some good friends and collaborators. And Max and Braden are going to ask me questions about the album. So you guys are so interested, you go and listen to
Braden,
it.
for effect, get closer to the mic so we can whisper, but it can still pick us up. So just for effect. Hold on, I need to cough. Sorry. Braden, I didn't think of any questions. Did you think of any questions?
Apart from the basic ones, not really.
Well, I didn't even bother with the basic ones.
Shit, well, I'll just stick with the basic ones and see what pops up. So, Chris!
Yeah.
How long...
What bar is the first song in?
What?
The very first
that
song,
mean?
what's the first bar consisting of?
Well, the first...
Is there any treble clefs?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
Is there any triple clues?
No.
Oh, I forgot you're a noob in the music industry. You don't know what triple clue is. Yeah.
Oh,
Can
shit.
you draw one of those squiggly things? What?
A treble clef.
A treble clef. Can you draw a treble clef?
Yes, I can.
Wow, that he's.
There's
Right.
no point
Maybe
me
he's
doing it
not
now
a
because
noob.
it's a podcast.
How long have you taken to produce this album?
Way too fucking long. It was meant to come out in July time, but I had recording issues. So here we are in December and it's coming out. It's taken me about a year, just under a year to finish it. I fully dedicated myself to the idea of an album sort of January, February time.
Your EP, was that released this year or last year?
Last year it would.
Oh, okay.
Because I had my first.
It is Vapor's EP I'm thinking about.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the summertime
yeah.
release,
I had my.
A better band.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause
band and a
I'm
solo
not-
artist are two things. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still better than Chris. That was the joke.
How dare you?
It still stands.
Listen, there's 3 of them and only 1 of me. You can't compare us as musician groups.
You can't compare art, man. It's all
Sorry.
subjective.
Sorry.
Right.
I won't in future.
It's all red, dude.
So, what's the current track list consisting of?
Oh,
In order, backwards.
That's not in order.
That's not in order.
Alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order.
Provide it to us in the Da Vinci sequence.
Yeah.
And in
And in Morse code.
Make sure you square root your answer.
Another Day of Hope, because that begins with A.
He's actually doing it in alphabetical order.
Autumn Leaves.
I don't know what the Da Vinci sequence is.
Fuck, what's next? B. There's no B's.
That's a weird song title.
There's no B's in the sky. C, D.
I was really moved when Minecraft added bees. Want to write a
I'm
song
going to just pull up
about
his track
Fuck.
list on my Instagram just so I can actually...
yeah.
Verify this, that I can speak my album.
Also, my phone's not on silent. Whoops.
Oh no. So that I can actually speak my album in the wrong order.
Yeah.
Shoot. What are the other tracks? There's Something About You, there's Thank You. Thank You is probably next alphabetically. And then we've also got The Beginning. We've got Light in the Darkness. No, One More Shot. Light in the Darkness. Moving On.
Pretty.
Moving On will be after One More Shot.
Did you say there was no bees? Because there's a bee.
No, it's not. Oh, there is!
There's a bee.
With one of your friends, one of your pals. Someone who's
what?
helped you a lot.
There is a bee.
Uh-huh.
What?
There is a bee.
I am very...
Oh, Bitter Cold.
Yes,
oh,
that's
shit.
it.
Okay, yeah, so Bitter Cold's the second.
Fuck it, you know what? Just give us the track list. This is painful.
All right. The Beginning, Another Day of Hope, One More Shot, Bitter Cold, Autumn Leaves, Moving On, Light in the Darkness, Something About You, You Healed Everything, and Thank You.
I'm remembering this now. We have talked about your album. We talked about it last episode.
Yeah, but I want to go into...
We brushed over it
Yeah,
quickly.
Going to go in a bit more
And we
deep.
have talked about it before as well.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, who has helped you collaborate on your album?
There's...
And why didn't you ask for mine and Braden's help?
That is, we'll save that one for last.
Because you guys are on the second album.
ICBN album coming soon.
I don't ironically do that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would.
I think it'd be great.
I think it'd be awful.
We could do some raps.
No.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Right, okay, so
We do a rap about raps.
Oh.
Like the food.
Can you do it about Barack Obama?
Thank you, Obama.
Sorry, no. Who helped you collaborate on this album?
So there's lots of, cool people. So there's all the individual, singers who helped on the album. And then also there's, different people who helped play in some of the parts. So I had help from Theo, who's a drummer in Vapor, and he plays drums on 3 of the tracks on the album. Autumn Leaves, Another Day of Hope, and The Beginning. And that was, quite nice of him. I've got people like Jake who helped me write some of the guitar lines and stuff, and Scott who sung on the tracks, and then also helped me write lyrics for Light in the Darkness alongside Roddy. Roddy features on 3 of the tracks himself. One of my mum's friends helped play cornet on the song Light in the Darkness, which cornet is like a trumpet but at a higher pitch or timbre than that of a
I used to
trumpet.
play the cornet. No, I didn't. I lied. I played the baritone. Sorry.
That's a very different thing.
I used to play hot cross buns on the baritone.
Dude, a recorder.
There is no recorder that appears.
My baritone teacher once chased someone around the classroom with a chair. That was funny. That was the thing that happened.
She had the chair or the child had the chair?
It was a man to start. It was an Irish man.
Nice.
He's a thick Irish accent. We couldn't understand him half the time. And that was what caused... Okay, so this kid was playing up the entire lesson, and then the thing that tipped him over the edge, he said something. He went, "What the fuck did you just say?" and then he basically chased him around the classroom with a chair.
The person who taught me how to play drums was a major hippie. He had come in bright coloured shirts, had a very long grey hair, a big beard, was very chilled out, relaxed. He was
Santa?
yeah, Santa that's clearly smoked pot. Very clearly smoked pot.
Fuck off, Santa smokes pot.
What else is he
He's
gonna
got
do?
a stressful job.
What else is he going to do for the rest of the year?
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
Sorry,
Smoking
Chris.
pot.
Carry on.
And then I wrote 1 or 2 of the songs with some friends and stuff who I won't mention the names because I don't have them down as songwriters and stuff. But I've got some, close
Yeah,
friends.
fuck him.
It's my album.
It's not yours. You didn't do anything.
Nah, I wrote 1 or 2 songs with 1 or 2 friends. I think the dude I wrote Autumn Leaves with might be listening to this podcast. If so, you're a cool dude.
Do you want to maybe say his name, or do you not know if he's all right with you?
I don't know if he's alright with me saying it, but
Okay.
But
Put it on your Instagram.
No, as in he wouldn't have been featured, I assume?
no, he's not a feature. He's just a songwriter, so his name doesn't appear in the thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve credit.
No, he just didn't.
You
want...
hear that, person? Chris doesn't think you deserve
I think
credit.
you're alright, probably.
I haven't heard the song, but I'll make my decision after that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Based on,
Yeah.
you know.
But yeah, so.
The sun just went behind a cloud and it's very dark in here.
But now you.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Light
the
again.
sun's come
Wow.
back.
And it's back again.
Thrilling, I mean.
The podcast.
We need audio description for the blind.
Yeah. Max is getting so bored of the album talk, he's currently talking about the weather outside.
I'm British, that's how it is. If you think about it, podcasts are just talk shows for blind people. It's like audio description for the blind, but of talk shows.
Finally,
There you go.
one time, I'm leaving the podcast.
That's another.
That's it.
When we bring out our ICBN album, that could be the featured track.
I'm leaving the podcast. Farewell, Braden.
Farewell, Braden. We have Santa Smokes Pot. Thanks, Obama. Condensation, because that's a joke.
Yeah.
And the sun just went behind the clouds.
School shooter joke.
School shooter joke. This is good. We should do this. We should make it.
We can unironically make an album.
Yeah, well,
make a
you take a
comedy
year to
album.
make them. I don't have a year. I've got
make it.
about 2 weeks left to live.
We should make. Oh, really, Braden?
Yeah, I've got to go in hibernation for the winter. But you know,
I forgot you
we're
do
in
that.
danger. We're getting hunted down all the time now.
Yeah, I
so.
forgot.
What are you getting hunted down by?
Their tusks.
Feminism.
Women.
They're wanted for their tusks. They hunt Braden for his luscious tusks. They think they if they grind them up into a paste, they can use it to correct the wage gap.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, but the problem is it's a repository.
Oh, we're getting too political.
Oh, dear, right, okay, back away. Make sure you vote on the.
Shut the fuck up.
Right, on what platforms can people find this album?
You will be able to find the Apple on all of your major.
The apple.
You said the Apple.
You said the apple.
You will be able to find this app. You will be able to find this album on all major online music stores such as Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon, and many others. There will also be a CD version which will feature a bonus.
Fuck, that was my question. If he was going to do a CD.
I did.
Fuck.
No, ask it now. Ask it now.
Are you going to bring a CD out, Chris?
Yes, I am. I'm going to bring out a CD which will have a bonus track on it. So there's
Called Thanks, Obama.
the track
Featuring me and
is
Braden.
the track is like a stripped back version of the beginning. So it's sort of been like it was covered by myself, but it's a lot more sort of jazzy and chilled out, and still cool and all that stuff. So it's a nice sort of addition that you can have onto the CD version.
Will that only be exclusive to the CD version?
That is exclusive to the CD, which gives you incentive to buy it.
Buy it up, people.
How much is a CD, Chris?
I don't know because I haven't made them yet and I haven't worked out my margins.
Use code ICBN to get 10% off.
100% off.
I
It'll be
don't-
completely for free.
I don't.
Because me and Braden will give you a copy.
I don't have an online. Yeah, we can give away an album on our Instagram.
Comment on the post
That looks
I
like an
posted
album.
on the 8th of December 2019. If you comment on that, the first person to comment will win
No,
a
not
Barwix.
the first
First person. The first person
Before
to
we start
comment.
making giveaways, should we maybe talk about it?
The first person will.
Can we just do a random person?
The first person will win a CD.
We'll win a CD of the beginning. Perfect.
There we go.
Fantastic.
All right, so now I have to make sure I make enough money to be able to afford to give away a CD. But we'll see how all that goes out. But yeah, so I've got a CD.
Is that what these are for?
Yeah. For the context of everyone listening to the
I
audio.
just put my hand on some empty CDs.
Yes. There's.
There you go. That is the sound of some CDs.
That is the sound of some. That's a very good percussion instrument. I'm gonna use that.
We can use it on our album.
I mean, really.
We're gonna use it on our album, the ICBN.
CDing the CDs.
Yeah, we're all good for 14 minutes.
Okay. I was curious what the time was.
Fucking hell. These things
Nah.
drag,
Okay,
don't they?
so these things.
Why do you even fucking bother?
Why do we bother doing a podcast? Who listens to it? Oh yeah, Spotify Wrapped came out.
Oh, someone liked the post. They didn't
how
comment
beautiful.
though.
Right, okay.
Alex liked the post, but he didn't comment.
So for those who don't know, Spotify Wrapped came out, and because we're a podcast with a podcast account on Spotify, we get to see the Wrapped version of like our podcast this year.
Whoever the fuck is in Italy, listen to this shit. Fuck off.
That's not the right attitude to have. We had two.
This is for British people only.
It's not. But
Well, and everyone apart from
Yeah, but it
Italians.
didn't tell us that he was like an active listener. He might just listen to like a half of one episode and then pissed off.
I mean, part of me did think it was just one of our friends on the VPN. But,
I mean, the likeliness is probably high. Yeah.
but at the same time, I don't. If we get an Italian viewer, who cares? You know, it's global outreach.
I care.
It's global outreach.
I love Italy.
Woohoo.
I'm very excited, so I do care.
All right, boys, we're gonna go to Italy and we're gonna find this
We're
one.
gonna meet up. We can do a meet up
In the toilets.
in the toilets on the third floor that doesn't exist, or some shit or whatever I said.
Yeah. throwback to that episode.
Comic-Con. Jesus Christ, that was a month. That was over a month ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, and you guys still haven't seen any photos of it, but
No.
we'll post them at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Our friend,
I have them all.
well, everyone knows who Caleb is at the moment. If you've listened to this, did a really good edit of it, and it's upsettingly good. So basically, I sued him for taking
Defamation.
our property.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Remixing
he's
it,
gone
yeah.
under. He's currently living on the streets. Actually, I spat on him yesterday.
Look, there he is. Fuck off. Hey.
Get down.
Go away.
Shoot. Right, there you go. He's
I
gone.
like how we're all
gone.
collectively sounding at a man
Yeah,
who
he's gone.
isn't outside.
He was right there.
Oh shit! Yeah, he is.
Oh, he's back. Is that a shotgun?
That's
Is that the sound of a shotgun?
Bang.
There's the sound of me getting shot by a shotgun. Ah!
Well, it's nice to know it's not. I've been shot. It's.
Oh no, I've been shot in the face. It hurts so much.
Oh no, the Italians are going to kill me.
Okay, yeah, no. We're popping a cap in that one. Let's talk about something that isn't.
Max, we went
what
to a
we're
gig
talking-
this weekend.
Yeah.
Yo.
Well, yeah, it was nothing against the music, but I was really tired and went home.
Yeah, so we went to a gig. We were listening to The Revere being supported by Yoke Band.
Who follow us.
Yeah, who do. Vapor and also The High Points and The Revere themselves were playing at the own gig. And yeah, it was a good time. The only issue is that Max left after Vapor played because he was tired and had a headache. So, but he's doing okay now.
We also had Five Guys.
Oh yeah,
That was the highlight of my evening.
we went normally when we go to gigs, we go to Weatherspoons to get some food beforehand, and we went to Weatherspoons, but we got ID'd by the bouncers.
We're both 18, but I don't
We
have
are
any
both
ID.
18, but Max didn't have ID on him.
Yeah.
And all we were gonna do was just have some food, and I can't even like
More like
drink
chicken wings.
alcohol because I was designated driver. So, you know, it was like we were just having food, but it's like, okay. So we got kicked out of Weatherspoons, kind of. We never got in the first place. But then we went to Burger King in Castle Mall,
They were closed.
and they were closed. So we went to Five Guys instead, and we had a good time. We ate food.
I suggest Five Guys. A little on the pricey side, but it's good.
But when you're ordering food, it will say if you can just get a burger and cheese, and like a cheeseburger or something, and they'll say a little cheeseburger. The majority of the time, I will recommend a little cheeseburger because what happens in a normal cheeseburger is you get 2 beef patties on top of cheese, and the little one only has 1. And depending on like what toppings you have and stuff like that, having like because I had like a bacon
Yeah,
burger,
the same.
so it can be quite filling. So do watch out what don't be afraid to have something that's little.
Wasn't this podcast supposed to be about nerdy shit?
Dude, I've just been sort of.
just
I
talking about
blanked out.
Five Guys.
I've got this wonderful ability to just turn off and go into my own head. As soon as so we went to a gig, I slumped into my chair and just.
I don't think
Like,
he's pulling.
turned
He's not
off.
pulling his weight on the podcast.
Yeah, he keeps talking about leaving the podcast. I think we should just fire him.
No, I like him.
Freedom.
We're not earning money off this because no one's sponsoring us. So if you want to be
Five Guys, hit us up.
so if you want to be a sponsor and have your ad right.
No, that's not how ad reads work.
Usually 2 minutes, right? I think usually they'd ask for like a minimum of 2 minutes.
Something like that, yeah.
yeah,
And it's
depends
normally
on
like at the start or near the end or whatever.
But you need a
Honey,
big enough
come-
outreach, and it's not just your friends.
Come on, honey.
We
Come on.
Yeah, in the new year we are going to try our hardest to expand ourselves as the ICBN, and we're going to get so much following and clout. We're going to have to refuse deals because they can't pay us enough of that wonga.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ. No one is sponsoring us after you said that.
That is fucking ambitious.
Have we shit on any brands on this show?
David Cameron.
Well,
He's not a brand.
Hang on. Before we move on to any more topics and fucking span off, is there anything else you want to say about your album? Like anything you're keen to say?
It's a very good album, and
I beg to differ.
you haven't heard it.
Yeah, I know.
Shit. It's a good album.
I've heard your
In
other
that, I
music,
mean, what is your alias and then what is the album name?
I see. So my alias is Barwix, and the album is called The Beginning. It will come out on Friday the 13th of December. It's quite a personal album. I wrote the vast majority of it with like assistance of other people in the same room as me. So it's quite a personal album. There's lots of different thoughts and feelings on there. And I hope that when you listen to it, you feel like nice and warm, because that's the feeling in the album I wish to portray.
Sweet memes. Sweet memes. Well, okay, now you can span off into whatever bullshit that was. I felt the podcast descending into madness. I thought I'd try and recover it as soon as possible.
This podcast always descends into madness.
Right, okay.
Oh, fuck. I realised I put my
Sex.
jeans in the wash with my pen in my pocket.
That's such a random fucking thing.
And it's like no one on a podcast cares.
Hold on,
about
give me a sec. I need to call my mum.
Can you not?
Hold on, that's fine. It's
Can
content.
you not?
We'll
This
put her on
is
speakerphone.
Can you not?
We'll put her on
Can
speaker-
you not?
I need to get my pen out of
Then
the wash.
text your mum.
It'd be funny though.
No, absolutely not. It would just be awkward. See, this is why I'm people's favourites, because, you know, I save.
Because I haven't touched my phone this podcast.
'Cause you
Max
think-
is about to phone his mum.
That'd be really funny.
But no, you think it'd be funny, but it'd just been like, oh, okay, well, bye. It would just be awkward. It wouldn't be funny.
It would be funny.
It would not be funny. I'd fight me. It would not be funny.
Right,
would
but
be
anyway,
funny.
so what else has been happening recently? Me and Max went to a gig.
Death.
Okay.
My
yeah,
death?
I mean, no, but death in general has been happening.
Has it? Who's died?
I don't know, a lot of people.
Chris?
No, just people.
Oh.
People die all the time.
Well, rest in peace, people. Much love to anyone who knew people and they died.
My
rest in
my
peace.
my streak with a friend of 135 days died yesterday.
135. Who?
Imagine having a streak and being
Oh.
older
Yeah.
than 16.
Oh,
Rip,
rest in
dude.
peace.
Rest in peace, my streak.
Imagine having a streak as someone who's older than 16.
It started out as ironic, then it just kind of became force of habit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Speaking of things like force of habit, the force of habit of listening to this podcast
I was scared where he was going with that.
has made it so that our
I've started chain smoking.
has made it so that when we go onto our Spotify Wrapped, lots of people have listened to it, and we do appreciate it, and we all want to say thank you. Don't
You
we,
said
guys?
that though, but I didn't see the actual numbers. You put in people who had listened.
It was the amount of minutes that people listened, and I will just get up the statistics.
336, isn't it?
The point is it's more than nothing. So we appreciate that there is more.
That isn't like amount you've uploaded. That's amount people have listened to.
Yeah. So we've for the 10 episodes we've uploaded, people have listened to it for 408 minutes.
There you are.
That's gone up.
Or is that the amount of time that we? Actually, it might be the amount of time we've uploaded episodes for. Maybe there aren't numbers.
I don't know.
I know. I didn't think of that. Yeah, because my Spotify stats for this year was 16 hours worth of people listening to my music. There's no way people have only listened to 400 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the amount of that's the time of episodes we've uploaded.
One person has watched an episode.
One person has watched an episode straight through. Huh.
Yeah, every day.
Oh yeah, no, it is 480 now.
Oh well, okay. So yeah, that's Spotify Wrapped. But I will check the statistics. But we do appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. And from me, I say thank you. Do you guys want to say thank you to the viewers?
No.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not really about numbers and stuff. It's just
It's
sort of
not.
it's a
It's
fun
not,
thing to
but-
do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, cheers for listening
It's not
anyway.
enough.
So we went to the pub
I want more.
yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, we went to the pub and we had 2 beverages.
You know, we don't have to talk about a lot. We could talk about something that's coming up.
What's coming up?
I mean,
We talked about.
Hearthstone, bro.
We're not talking about Hearthstone.
Oh, why
He
can't we
doesn't
talk
play
about
Hearthstone, and I only play it a little
No.
bit.
Hearthstone's so much fun.
I used to play Hearthstone, but then they started bringing out hard packs every 4 months, and I just couldn't keep up.
I've always done that.
I know they always have, but like I just couldn't keep up with like the amount of cards coming out.
No, to be fair, it's because they released a thing. Like I think it must have been a couple of weeks ago called Battlegrounds, and it's basically just auto chess, and it's real fun.
Been out for longer than a couple of weeks.
I don't know. I can't really remember. But it's real good. Play Battlegrounds because more players equals they're going to concentrate on it more. They add stuff to it all the time. But like there's a new set coming out, Descent of Dragons, and it's the first set I'm actually being around for, and I'm very excited. Yeah, it comes out Tuesday, it's the 10th.
Overwatch is quite an interesting patch notes that comes out soon, where like shields have a very big debuff and things become less good.
Dude, I think like this time I was playing, it was like the old gods pack with Cthulhu being around and all that lot.
See, because I had Hearthstone beta when it was like in beta stages.
Yeah, no, I was the same. Yeah. I played it when it like,
same
came
with
out.
Heroes of the Storm actually, but yeah.
No, I didn't.
I played a little bit, but like my laptop just couldn't handle the settings all that well. But then I sort of changed some things around and managed to make it work. But I did play a bit of Hearthstone here and there.
I've played like 3 betas ever in my life.
The only game that you actually play on your PC is Destiny 2.
Yeah. Actually, no, I've been getting into Star Wars Battlefront 2 a lot recently.
Cool.
The 2017 one, did it come out in 2017?
Yeah.
I've been playing the 2005 one as well, and the 2005 one still holds up and is still
Isn't there a new Star Wars
amazing game?
Has come out.
New Star Wars game? Yeah.
Fallen Order,
that's it, which I'm hopefully getting for Christmas, so I'll talk about that.
I might get it.
I'm not even going to get it as well.
It looks so good.
It
does look good.
It looks real fun.
Are you getting it on PC?
No, on PS4. I know I have a PC, and it runs like any modern game absolutely fine.
Weird flex.
I just like some things on the PS. I just like some things on console.
Yeah.
Lego games I always get on like console.
Oh yeah.
I like story games I typically will like
Yeah.
Fallen Order. Like that, I just like them. I've had the opportunity to pick up Red Dead Redemption 2 on like a really big discount for PC, but I didn't. So I really like it on PS4. There's just some things I like on PC and some things I like on the PS4. So I sort of choose my games depending on
getting rid of my Xbox. If anyone wants to buy an Xbox, DM us.
We'll do an Xbox giveaway.
No, I need money. So Xbox One with some games. DM our Instagram account if you're looking to buy an Xbox.
At ICBN podcast.
Yeah, hit us up because I need to sell.
Yeah, this is what the podcast's being used for now.
I need to sell that. Well, I need to sell it, so you might as well put it out there.
Yeah, so
But I'll probably get it on PC just because I'm selling my Xbox and my PC's stronger. But yeah, it does look good. But Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2017. Oh, that's a game. Good. That's a good game.
It was good when it came out.
It's even better now.
Like that's the thing.
It's so much better.
Speaking of things that are strong, the Force is strong with this one because the Mandalorian's a good.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh well, I have. Well, I haven't seen the latest episode, but I've seen 4 episodes.
Yeah, but.
Hang on, you're bringing up a show
that
two of us haven't watched.
Listen, it's made very good memes on the internet.
It has Baby Yoda's quite
Baby
good.
Yoda has become quite the meme, yeah.
Like, it looks cute and I haven't watched it.
You should give it a watch.
I will
give
it
a watch.
Yeah.
Because you would like it because it's very westerny.
I binge a show, so I'm waiting for it to all come out and then I'll binge it all at once.
There's, I think, 8 episodes.
I don't know, but I like that because I follow their Instagram. And by the way, if you're into Star Wars and you've been watching The Mandalorian, follow the Star Wars Instagram because for each episode they release a bunch of concept art.
Oh yeah, it's currently
and it looks all real good.
So at the end of every episode of The Mandalorian, they have those as like on the credits.
Oh really?
So it's like it's the episode. It's like what happened in the episode.
Okay.
They're like that is like a slideshow of the episode, basically, and they have it over the credits.
You know what?
It's really cool.
That's quite cool.
And the art is really cool. It's currently my desktop background.
I've always been a sucker for concept art of any kind. When in high school we had to do for year 9, which is the year before you do your GCSEs, we're supposed to do a concept on something, and I did movie and video game concept art.
I remember that.
Yeah, I did like a huge project. It's like the only project I ever cared about and put way too many hours in for like.
You always find you put like tons of effort into projects for like things you won't do for GCSEs.
I remember our friend. He did anime,
Oh yeah.
and he drew like a really, really, really good picture of Goku, and then the teacher came over and went, "That's not very good, is it? Doesn't look very realistic." He was like, "That's because it's a cartoon." She was like, "Well, that's not good enough," and then walked away.
Oh.
And he was like, "What? We're supposed to do it on whatever style we wanted to do."
That's what I did, because that's a project. You could do anything. You just had to like analyze the art.
You could do it in any style.
Yeah. So I'd written like a project up on like concept art and looking at like, specifically like Bethesda and their art for Skyrim and Fallout, and then I did a couple stuff on movies, because concept art is like, it's really weird. Because concept art is super influential on how the end product ends up looking, because it gives you before anything even starts going into production, it gives you a good idea of how things are going to be stylized and looked.
I mean, I did concept art for the beginning, like the album artwork for it, and I sent it to my friend. And when you look at like both pictures next to each other, you can see where the resemblances are, and you can see how much better it looks as well. So it's really cool seeing how like concept art evolves into a fully fledged piece of work.
Also, the theme tune for The Mandalorian is really good. Really good.
Don't sing it.
I'm not going to sing it, but it's really good theme. It's a really good show, and I highly suggest anyone to give it a watch. Legally, when Disney Plus comes out to the UK, I'm an American citizen, so have been able to watch it because I'm American.
Once again, I just plan on binging it whenever it's all finished and done or whatever.
It is real good.
Just because that's how I am, and I'm not very big on what. I'm not a patient person.
Didn't you do that with Game of Thrones though?
We had to with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but like, I keep in mind I watched,
and we had a kind of thing to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I watched season 7. I started watching when season 7 was coming out. So by the time I caught up, season 7 had just finished. And then I had to wait for season 8 because they decided to take 2 years to produce a show. Meaning I was sitting around for 2 years wanting to die.
I've liked waiting for every episode. And I liked waiting for every episode of Game of Thrones as well. Because like, I like binging stuff and you're like, oh yeah, cool, I've got all of the story now. But then I also like and kind of miss that wait. And that build up, that excitement to wait a week to see the next episode. I think that build up really helps to kind of make a show more dramatic. And I really do. I really enjoyed that's why I think I enjoyed season 8 so much of Game of Thrones, even though it was a little bit shitty. I loved that like build up to each week. That's like get me really pumped. I'm like, yes, new episode.
No, I'm not. There's something that it feels like it slows the story down for me a lot of the time. It's like it's a weird thing because of course like you get like a chunk of a story at a time, and I'm just like I feel really like, the story should continue here, but I have to wait, and by that time I've heard a bunch of people have their theories and stuff like that, and like get down, I'm just like, I mean, it's not really meaning to anything anyone's ever said. Why is this?
That's why I ignore theories.
Well, I don't know.
I haven't watched a single theory
there
video.
Are like I've not watched. I try not to watch like too many theory videos on like the new Star Wars that's coming out.
I have not watched a single theory video on the new Star Wars. I didn't watch a single theory video on any of the Game of Thrones episodes, and a single theory on any of the Mandalorian episodes, because that is what ruins it.
Yeah.
Because you have to wait that week for the episode, but if you go in the meantime and watch a bunch of theory videos, you're like, oh, okay, well, someone in there is probably going to get it right in some way.
Yeah.
And then I feel that makes the show less dramatic. But if I just wait that week,
I just have to
build up like, yes, voice.
In order to ignore theories, I had to pretty much ignore the internet for like a month.
I mean,
I've managed
YouTube is
very easily.
I mean, it's just Reddit, and then like Google always fucking puts stuff up on because they've decided
the Star Wars subreddit. If it's anything about the Mandalorian theories, they're always spoiled.
There have been some things that weren't spoiler tagged. I can promise you that one.
Yeah. So we've been talking for a good 35 minutes. What do we want to talk about for the last 10?
Death.
Cute boys.
Who is a real cute boy?
Brayden.
Thanks?
No.
Oh.
Thanks.
No, I was going to ask you a question, not say you were cute.
Oh,
Who do you think is a cute boy? And why is it me?
Well, it's you because, I've got a low standard on men. And,
Ouch.
who's a real cute boy? I don't know. I'm not attracted to men. Max? Not as in Max is a cute boy. Max is not straight, so I'm wondering who.
Caleb's a pretty cute boy.
Yeah, good old Caleb.
I've never known.
Inserts picture here.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
podcast.
picture of which we can't put in.
Well, there's a title for the episode. Caleb's a cute boy.
We'll change for this week and this week only. We'll just change our fucking album cover, whatever it is.
Picture of
It's a
Caleb.
picture of just Caleb.
Caleb is a cute boy.
We're not gonna do that, Caleb.
We do appreciate you. Sorry.
I think he'll be happy if the episode is called Caleb is a cute boy.
Sure. Why not?
There you
We'll
go.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I like how the title to last week's episode was just like,
What's the title?
what's the title again?
Yeah. Because I was going.
You couldn't be bothered to go listen back to the podcast when we said about it.
I couldn't be bothered to listen because I've started changing the way I do edits to make it more like systematic as opposed to like straight automation stuff. So essentially, like I'm cutting down the amount of time I need to edit the audio, but that means I never listen to the entire podcast. Only bits I'm sort of worried about audio wise. But it means that like I'll skip over an episode title and be like, oh damn, what's this episode title?
I can't remember what the title was.
Because we did say it in the podcast, but I was just like, I can't like find it, and I don't want to listen to 45 minutes of Braden talking about his dick.
He's talking about Modern Warfare actually.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever talked about my penis before.
Go on, do it right now.
Absolutely not.
Weird content for
Exactly.
this podcast. Braden, talk about your
Just
penis.
talk about Star Wars for 5 minutes. Ah, yes. In other news, my penis.
Ah, yes,
In other news, his
Yes.
penis.
his penis. What other things are coming out? I'm trying to think. We've got the new Star Wars.
The new season of Destiny 2
yeah,
is coming out Tuesday.
But only you and like no one else in the world cares about it.
I don't know. Destiny 2's got a pretty big following.
I would try and play it, but like Destiny 2's fucking huge in file size.
It's a beefy boy.
It's like 100 gigabytes.
It's a beefy
like
boy.
I need to get an external drive for it.
Yeah.
But
See, I went away from Destiny for a couple of weeks, and then went back to it within the past couple of days.
I got banned on Hypixel.
Oh, for fuck's sake! just to kind of end off everything I needed to round off at the end of the current season of the game.
Yeah.
So I got some stuff done. I managed to reset my infamy for the second time, which means I only have to do that one more time, and I get a little purple title underneath my name. But Gambit is fucking terrible, and I hate it. Bungie, please fix Gambit. Please fix Gambit.
In other news, I got banned on Hypixel.
Sorry, I like Destiny 2. It's
It's
an all right game. It's an all right game that I've put too much time in to give up at this point.
But at least you're honest about it.
Yeah, no, it's not perfect.
No.
The stories are pretty
But
shitty.
can you name a perfect game other than The Simpsons Hit and Run?
Star Wars Battlefront 2 2005.
Huh.
Skyrim.
That has problems. It's not perfect.
Minecraft?
That has problems. I don't think there's such thing as a perfect game.
No, I don't either.
I don't think you can have a
Other
game.
than Fireboy and
Or you
Watergirl.
can subjectively just say I think that's a pretty perfect game in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Fireboy and Watergirl.
I mean, is a game really a game without fucking like some hilarious glitches coming up?
Yes, it is.
Anything on Cool Maths games.
All the cool maths games get Run 2.
Any Flash game.
Run 2. Run 2.
Happy Wheels. Perfect game.
Perfect game.
Yeah.
Perfect game.
Yeah, it does what it says in the tin.
It's happy and there is wheels.
There is wheels in that game. That is a fun fact.
Doesn't
There are
make
some
me
wheels.
happy though.
Oh,
It makes me pretty happy.
Nothing makes me happy.
Jesus
that's a
Christ,
you
man.
problem.
I like the have you seen the third person one?
Why can't we just be
Batman.
happy?
Oh,
It
yeah,
was made. It's not
yeah.
called Happy Wheels, it's called
It's
something
like blood
else.
and gore or something like that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Right, okay.
So you can get decapitated. But
Yeah.
like it's in 3D, so it looks funny.
Ooh.
We'll start a
that's
gaming
something
channel
you
and
can
we'll
do.
just we'll play that.
We could do like a couple of game thingies, like record us playing Overwatch.
Well, we were going to do a Halloween one, but
We just couldn't be bothered.
Someone's dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what, game I've been playing, Sea of Thieves, real good. Just been playing with like a small group of like pals from school. It's real fun. Like I'm not gonna lie, that game is. It doesn't lack in content anymore, thank God, because like they've had like a lot of updates.
Originally.
Since. It was
basically nothing.
It was literally just a quest game where you'd get quests, you go do them, then you'd collect them. But now there is random stuff. I have a lot of fun. What's nice is like the tense moments where you're actually fighting are really fun, and then the downtime is just when you're talking to your pals, and it's really quite nice.
There's so many memes.
We all have a good.
There's so many memes. The fucking why do I hear boss music meme? I love that one.
Oh,
where he's like, why do I hear boss music?
No.
Why do I hear boss music? And then there's like a megalodon shark that just fucking takes out their boat.
Oh no! Honestly, that happens. Literally all the time, because the boss, like, it's one of those games where like the boss music comes before you see the boss.
Yeah.
So 1 second you're like sailing the seven seas, having a good old time.
Are there 7 seas?
Five, because the map is actually split up into like areas, and then in those areas there's like different islands and stuff like that. I think there's 5, but I'm not too sure. But there is like so you'll just be sailing around doing your own thing. And then all of a sudden you hear like some tense boss music, and you're like, But you see, sometimes it's hard to tell which one's which, because there's ghost and skeleton ships, there's the Megalodon, and there's the Kraken. And each of them have like different, like, so when you're getting attacked by the Kraken in a circle radius, like the sea will go pitch black. So all of a sudden, like, if you're just sitting about, hanging about, talking, and then all of a sudden you see like a black mass form under your ship, it is all of a sudden just like, well, fuck. And then like, you hear the boss music, then like a roar of a megalodon that comes out of the sea, and you're just like, shit. It's a lot of fun. And you can play it like solo or with some friends. I exclusively play it with friends because I think that's probably when it's most fun.
I need to pick it up. I keep meaning to get the Xbox Game Pass for. There's a
story. There's a story mode. This is sort of like a semi-story mode. It's not heavy story. It all tells like the story of a character, and like their journey and all that lot. And it's honestly quite fun. And I think they're going into a new direction now. With the most recent update, they added like a new storyline to it, and I think that's going to go in a completely different area. And explore a new story. So that's pretty cool, which means, they've got a whole other set of stuff planned. They do update it a lot for like quality of life stuff. It's a Gucci game.
I've not been playing many games this week because I've been busy and had things happen. But I'll get back into gaming, I promise, and good things will happen.
Who are you promising?
Oh no, people that want content for this podcast.
I'm sure we'll probably do a Minecraft server at some point.
An ICBN, honestly, I'd be down for that.
Not an ICBN. No, I'm talking about just like normal Minecraft modded servers.
There are usually a lot of hijinks that come about. And in one of the last servers, one of our friends didn't know how to do Thorncraft properly, so the fucking map just started eating itself.
Oh yeah, Alex spawned in like a rift that ate his house and their nuclear generator.
Yes.
Funny.
I don't know. Yeah, do you guys remember when we played on like this Skyblock one where it's just dirt, and like there
was the time where we did the stone block one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
And I teleported into your base, Chris, with an empty railgun. It had nothing in it, and threatened you. And you gave me all of your diamond armor and a stack of 64 diamonds, which was all of the diamonds you had. And then Zach got back on and was like, Chris, where's all our shit? I gave it to Max, he was going to kill me.
Fuck.
Not loaded. I hadn't even made the ammo for it. And I believe it didn't have any charge in it either. And it definitely cannot one-shot you. And it takes like 4 seconds to charge up as well. So basically I just nicked all your shit at nothing. So that was funny.
Yeah, there's like, we're just all...
And then you killed Will's mushroom.
Oh yeah.
No, Alex shaved it. And turned it into a normal cow.
Fuck.
Oh yeah. We just get up to a lot of shit, so I'm sure.
And then I spent like 2 hours making a kitchen. And then Alex was like, Max, can you do something that is, part of the mod pack? But I just made a kitchen and was like full down. I wanted to make like one specific food. I think I was just just making like stacks of burritos. Just had chests full of burritos.
Of course. But yeah, I think we might record some Minecraft gameplay or random stuff. I think we will post stuff other than the podcasts episodes.
Yeah, we could
to
do
the
it.
YouTube channel.
How close have you gotten to uploading everything onto our YouTube now?
I've not done any since the last week.
How
Or
much
2
is
weeks, actually.
up now?
I think there's 5.
I believe there is 5. But the point is that not all of them have that many views. So, And yeah, but I'm trying to get... It's such a task.
No, that's fair.
It's not like a difficult task.
We don't even come up if you type in ICBN.
Yeah, you do have to type in like Intercontinental or whatever, but...
Yeah, because that'll actually be stuff about like... You'll probably get stuff about intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Yeah, shit, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Listen. Any accusations that we've been fueling any form of arms race is completely false.
Because we don't earn money on the podcast, so how can we give money to terrorists if we ourselves don't have money to give?
Exactly. So don't believe what you hear on the news, kids.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will try and post the rest of the ICBN episodes.
Only 4 episodes up.
I don't know what you're on about. Oh, okay. One of them was privatising. I didn't finish uploading it. But yeah, anyway. Okay.
We have 5 subscribers.
That's pretty cool. But anyway, I think we should end the podcast here, boys.
Alright, sure.
Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Intercontinental Ballistic Nerds Podcast, episode 10. I have been the host, Christopher Barwix, accompanied with Braden and Max.
As always, it was an utter mess. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you